James 4:13 through 15 says, "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that." Well, I have to tell you, the results for Pastor Gary actually came back negative for COVID-19. His doctor asked him to use caution and to finish his quarantine because of the possibility of a false negative and just the strong coincidence in timing and symptoms. So I just ask you, please continue to pray for the Lyles as they graciously remain in quarantine into next week. It's been 2 weeks since any leaders have been in contact with Pastor Gary, and so we will gather again as a church on Sunday. We'll continue our reservation system this week, and we're also preparing for communion this Sunday. Having said all that, listen to the Apostle James again. "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow, we will go into such and such a town and spend a year there and trade and make a profit, yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. If the Lord wills, we will gather this Sunday." Do you ever just announce your plans for the future? I know I do that. I think the Lord is graciously using these times we're in to change us in this area. At this point in our pandemic experience, let alone the other things we're walking through in this life, we don't entirely know what tomorrow will bring. Now, we don't have to live in fear about the future. In fact, we don't have to be controlled by fear in any way, but we should surrender our hearts to the Lord's sovereign will. There's so much we just don't have control over. James says our life is merely a mist. In the scheme of eternity, life not only goes by really fast, but there's no way to know exactly what it will bring. So is James giving us this sense of nihilism? That life doesn't matter because it's senseless and short? Not at all. There are 4 very important words in this passage. If the Lord wills. If the Lord wills means my life is surrendered to my God's control. He knows what's best and He has the wisdom and power to carry it out. But not only that, nothing on earth, no circumstance, no trial, no person, no attack, no betrayal, no sickness, no pandemic, none of it can overcome God's loving control on our lives. And so, if the Lord wills it, I so look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday, worshiping the one who is on the throne, Jesus Christ, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And for those of you who are buckling down week by week, remaining in quarantine, unable to join us on Sunday, we look forward to you joining us online as one church together, and we continue to miss you and pray for you. We're here to serve you should a need arise. But I look forward to worshiping and remembering the Lord's death through communion with you this Sunday. Love you, church.